What if I told you the solution to avoiding a head-on collision isn't better brakes or airbags, but a tiny button you've probably never noticed? When a truck swerved into my lane last winter, this hidden feature gave me the extra second I needed to avoid becoming another statistic. Today I'm showing you 10 secret car features that experienced drivers rely on daily, while most people drive around completely unaware they exist. Your car has these right now, but car dealers don't want you knowing about number 6 because it could save you hundreds in unnecessary maintenance costs. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Did you know that tiny arrow next to your gas pump icon on the dashboard is actually telling you something critical? Most drivers completely miss it. Every single day, thousands of people pull up to gas stations in rental cars or new vehicles with absolutely no idea which side their gas cap is on. You've probably seen them awkwardly stretching hoses across their car or making dangerous last-minute lane changes when they realize they're on the wrong side. Here's the crazy part. Car manufacturers actually solved this problem years ago, but dealers never point it out because it seems too obvious to them. Yet an incredible 68% of drivers have no idea this feature exists. That little arrow next to your fuel gauge icon actually points to the side of your car where the gas cap is located. Such a simple feature that prevents those awkward gas station situations and potential accidents that happen when someone suddenly realizes they're on the wrong side of the pump. But that's not the only dashboard secret that experienced drivers know about. Your car is constantly communicating dangers through symbols that most people ignore or completely misunderstand. Take the snowflake indicator that lights up when temperatures drop below 37 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not just telling you it's cold outside. That seemingly innocent snowflake is actually warning you about potentially deadly black ice conditions that cause thousands of accidents every winter. Then there's your tire pressure monitoring system, that little horseshoe-shaped light with an exclamation point. Most drivers think it's just about saving a few bucks on gas, but what it's really doing is preventing catastrophic blowouts that cause thousands of fatal accidents every year. When that light comes on, you're not just losing fuel efficiency, you're driving on borrowed time. These dashboard indicators form your car's early warning system, giving you precious seconds to react before danger becomes disaster. The most experienced drivers scan these indicators instinctively, turning potential accidents into near misses that nobody else even notices. It's like having a co-pilot constantly watching for trouble while you focus on the road ahead. That headrest you lean against every day isn't just for comfort, it's actually a hidden emergency tool designed to save your life when water starts pouring in or flames begin to spread. Car manufacturers have quietly built escape systems into your vehicle that 94% of drivers have no idea exist until it's far too late. Think about it. What's your escape plan if your car plunges into water and the electrical system fails, locking your doors? Or if a crash damages the door frames, trapping you inside as smoke fills the cabin? These aren't just scary hypotheticals, they're real scenarios that have claimed lives. Your car actually contains several built-in escape tools disguised as normal features. That headrest? It's removable by design with those metal rods specifically engineered to be strong enough to shatter side windows when you need to get out fast. But here's the critical part most people miss. The technique matters. You need to remove the headrest completely, then use those metal posts to strike the corner of the window, not the center. The corners are the weakest point, giving you the best chance of breaking through when seconds count. Watch any newer car and you'll notice something else manufacturers don't advertise. Those strange glow-in-the-dark trunk release handles. These weren't added for convenience. They were mandated after real people died trapped in car trunks with no way out. Now, even in complete darkness, someone accidentally locked inside can find and pull the glowing lever to escape. Your car's stability control doesn't just help during normal driving, it becomes even more critical during those terrifying moments when you're trying to avoid an accident. The system can help you maintain control during emergency maneuvers that would otherwise end with your vehicle rolling over. First responders constantly stress that knowing these features exist isn't enough. You need to practice using them before an emergency happens. When panic sets in, fine motor skills deteriorate rapidly, and what seems obvious now becomes impossible to remember when water is rushing in. Statistics show that in vehicle submersion incidents, survival often depends entirely on quick thinking and knowledge of these built-in escape methods. Beyond safety features, your car is built with something else manufacturers don't advertise: money-saving secrets secrets that dealers desperately hope you never discover. The average driver spends almost $1,800 per year on unnecessary repairs that could be fixed with simple DIY solutions. That mysterious check engine light that sends most people rushing to the dealer? It might be nothing more than a loose gas cap. Let's be honest, car dealerships make billions every year from service departments. That's why they'll never tell you that about 65% of check engine lights come on for issues you can fix yourself. The gas cap is the perfect example. Dealers often charge a $150 diagnostic fee for something you can fix by simply tightening the cap until it clicks. Those clicks aren't just for show, they create the proper seal your car needs to maintain fuel system pressure. Here's something they definitely don't want you knowing. You can read your car's computer system yourself. With a basic OBD2 scanner that costs around $20 online, you can access the exact same error codes your mechanic sees. These little devices plug right into your car's diagnostic port, usually under the dashboard, and connect to your phone. When you get that dreaded check engine light, scan it yourself first. You'll see codes like P0420 or P0171 that you can look up online before deciding if a trip to the mechanic is necessary. Watch carefully next time you take your car for service. They'll put a sticker on your windshield suggesting another oil change in 3,000 miles. But check your actual owner's manual, and you'll find most modern cars only need oil changes every 7,500 to 10,000 miles. This single trick can save you hundreds each year and countless hours waiting in service departments. Even those maintenance reminder lights are part of the game. When your tire rotation required message appears, it's usually just a simple counter based on mileage, not an actual tire inspection. After rotating your tires, which you can often do yourself, you can reset these messages with a specific button sequence. For most Toyotas, it's holding the odometer reset while turning on the ignition. For Hondas, there's usually a maintenance reset option buried in the infotainment menu. While those maintenance lights might just be reminders, there's another button in your car that could literally save your life. Yet an astonishing 91% of drivers have no idea what it does or when they should use it. Hiding in plain sight on your dashboard is a small button that activates a system capable of reacting faster than any human possibly could in those critical split seconds between control and catastrophe. You've probably seen it, a little icon showing a car with skid marks. That's your electronic stability control button, and it's not just some optional feature. This system is basically your car's hidden superpower that kicks in exactly when you need it most. Here's what happens. You're driving along when suddenly a deer jumps into the road. You swerve to avoid it, and in that moment of panic, your car starts to skid. Most drivers make things worse by slamming on the brakes or overcorrecting the steering. But if your ESC is engaged, your car's brain takes over in milliseconds. The system constantly monitors your speed and direction, and the second it detects that you're losing control, it springs into action. It applies precise braking pressure to individual wheels, sometimes just one specific tire, to help straighten you out. The system can tell when you're starting to fishtail or drift and makes corrections faster than any professional driver could. Every car sold since 2012 has this feature standard, but here's the catch. Some drivers accidentally turn it off and never realize it. There are specific situations where temporarily disabling ESC makes sense, like when you're stuck in deep snow or mud and need to rock the car free. The problem is when drivers forget to turn it back on afterward, essentially removing their vehicle's safety net. The most experienced drivers understand that ESC works best when you use the right steering techniques along with it. If you start to skid, turn your wheels in the direction you want to go while letting the computer handle the braking. The system becomes your co-pilot, managing each wheel individually while you focus on steering clear of danger. What makes ESC truly remarkable is its superhuman speed. The sensors detect problems and apply corrections within milliseconds, giving you that critical fraction of a second that can mean the difference between a close call and a catastrophic crash.